I think they called a timeout there. Did you change your initial play call? What did you see, and was it run perfectly?
No, we. Gosh, I mean, at that point, I was going to win the game, and had a lot of confidence in the play call, confidence in our guys. It was a man zone. They played zone on the play, and Nelly popped right over the ball. So it was well executed by us, and kept with the same call even through the timeout.
On that final drive, you were able to bleed off like 5 minutes of clock. Is that the idea when the drive started, or in that situation you just want to score, and then if the drive kind of happens that way, then great?
In that situation, we'd love to finish with points, and obviously no time on the clock is kind of the thought process there. I thought on the sideline, great communication, players offensively execute, offensive line, great job today. And just making plays in that drive to get us down to that kick.
Back to that fourth down completion to Nelly, it looked like that the mesh play you guys have had so much success with. What do you like about that concept in such a big spot there?
Yeah, I mean, we love it when teams play man. I believe the Giants ran it today and hit it for a third down conversion. It's a good play. It's a man zone play. It's something that's been in our offense for since I've been here. And guys know exactly what to do. It's well executed, and great job by Carson hanging in there in the pocket and delivering that ball.
Okay, what do you think this does for the team's confidence? You guys were kind of reeling a little bit, but to get that big win in the division, how does that?
It boosts the confidence. Guys are excited. I mean, they're it's been a couple of weeks since we've felt this type of emotion. So they're jazzed. I mean, it's a great win against obviously a hot, really good opponent that is real dangerous on offense. And so for our defense to hang in there in the second half and do the things they did, get them off the field, and then offensively, get ourselves in a position to win the game, it's just a great boost for the entire team.
You've been asking your playmakers to make plays. Malcolm Jenkins made a big play, and it seemed to start something at that point. What did you see on that play? How big a play is that for your team from that guy? And what did you see defensively going forward?
Yeah, Malcolm's a great leader, and one of the things that I've talked to our leaders on the football team and just challenge them. We just got to find a way to make plays, and in big situations. And I think you saw it from time to time today, and that was one of them. That really sparked, I think, the defense going into the second half, and then obviously the offense. But he made that big play. Alshon made a big play at the end of the game, to extend the drive. And, Josh Adams, even though he's a young player, he did some nice things. But our veteran players really stepped up today, and the D-line was able to put pressure on, Eli, get some sacks there. Our offensive line, a veteran group, really did a nice job. So playmakers did a nice job today.
What made you use the ground game more today?
I just think that sometimes you get into the game. The offensive line is really they've played well. I mean, really the entire season. That's been one of the consistent bright spots on offense. And I just knew going into this game that we were going to have to kind of control the ball a little bit. I just wanted to help out some of those young guys on defense, quite frankly. And our guys really rose to the occasion. They wanted the ball in the second half. They were coming to me and keep running, keep running. They wanted it, on their backs, and so they did a really nice job, and it was able to, and it helps your quarterback too, being able to, throw the ball down the field when we could.
As you went on the field for the field goal, Lane Johnson came off the field. You guys had a little moment there, like Lane said, hey, that's the way we're supposed to do this. You kind of gave him one of those looks. What did you say to him at that point, Doug?
I just told him that, first of all, I was proud of the guys, proud of him for what he's kind of battled through, and just said, hey, how good does that feel, and he was excited. He played a great game today, and I think the sideline was jazzed, obviously after that kick, and maybe that's the spark we need.
As far as those young guys on defense you were talking about, really improved in the second half after giving up a ton of yards in the first half. What do you think the difference was? Just that momentum shift from Malcolm?
I think that's part of it. I think our defensive line really rose to the occasion in the second half, got pressure on the quarterback, forced a couple of quicker throws, and just a lot of credit. I mean, they hung tough. They battled, and nothing's easy, nothing's pretty. You just have to fight and scratch and get the job done, and they did that today, and proud of those guys.
Carson gets a win. Carson gets a win after his worst outing as a professional and a fourth quarter comeback. What does that do for him in the big picture as far as his development, his confidence, and how he stands with his team?
I mean, I think in his, it doesn't change the way the guys view him. I mean, he's still one of the leaders of this football team, and leads the offense obviously. But I think for him to have been through this, to be down, I think we were down 19-3, and to come back the entire game and just stay patient and really allow things to unfold for him. I think it was a tremendous step forward, and proud of him and the way he handled a lot of the situations today and how he managed the run game and made some big throws for us. Again, took a couple hits, but that's playing quarterback in the NFL, and that's a great step forward for him, and really proud of him and his performance, and he'll just get better and better each time out.
In the second half, what did the defense show you?
They just showed a toughness that that they weren't going to. They were going to fight for 60 minutes, and that was the message at halftime. You had 30 minutes left to go, and just that they were just going to hang tough. I mean, guys, great communication in the secondary. The D-line, I think, really did a nice job with the run game in the second half and forcing them to put the ball in the air some, and it was just a great team effort on defense today.
The last couple of weeks you had, leaders questioning kind of accountability and effort. Going into this game, did you have a sense of how the team was going to respond, or were you kind of waiting to see how it would play out?
We had a great meeting last night at the hotel. Guys were energized there, and it really spilled over to the dressing room. This morning when players got here, and you could kind of feel the excitement. They were excited about playing this game and getting out on the field, and so there was really guys were saying and doing the right things, and then to come away with the victory is just makes it better.
Last night, what message did you send? And then in the locker room today, what did you say?
That's why it's private. Come on. No, I mean, it's just, listen, we get together and spend about 5 minutes or so, at the hotel after meetings, and I basically just wanted them to understand that, they got to continue to trust the process. They got to continue to believe, and quite frankly, you can't wait for something to happen and then believe it. You have to believe it first, and then it happens. And that's kind of the message last night. And I didn't talk about hey, this is a must win. This is the start of our playoffs. I didn't get any of that kind of stuff. I just wanted to make sure that they understood that we just continue to trust the process, one play at a time, play together, great communication. We can get this thing. We can get this thing flipped, and they did that.
How about in there? What you said?
Just reiterated the same point. Quite frankly, a lot of excited faces in there. Guys are just how resilient they are, how they stuck together. Proud of all three phases because everybody had a hand in this win today.
Hey, Doug, real quick on Golden, obviously. He made a great 50-50 catch in the middle of the field, but he also had a drop and that little punt return hiccup. Do you think he's pressing a little bit at all to try to get involved?
No.